Hey, Dobby, do you happen to know what Ligma is? What's this? No, Dobby, you didn't have to do this. Can I open it right now? Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, I don't know how you managed to do this with your lack of thumbs or money. Where'd you get the money for this? Oh. Man, that Dobby's such a cool gentleman. And honestly, I don't have that much going on today. And you know what's funny? I don't remember there ever being a SpongeBob kart racer on the NES. But sometimes stuff like this passes me all the time, so it could be a good ride. Dobby, thank you. Let's throw this in and let's play it today. Super Sponge Kart. Yeah, I guess I can waste some time on this bad boy. It's funny, I remember SpongeBob coming out in 1998, so it's interesting they decided to go back and put him on a console that was 8 years old at the time. We also got a 2014 year right here, also a red flag, but I ain't gonna get too worked up about it. It's my birthday after all. Wow, the characters sure look interesting. I'll tell you what, SpongeBob hasn't skipped leg day at all. He's ripped. You go, little square dude. We also have Mr. Krabs with whiskers for some reason. Plankton's adorable, and everyone else is here too. Even Snelly, what an interesting pick. Why not someone else like Larry or Mrs. Puff? Oh, because Mrs. Puff is part of the racing crew. For some reason, that really fits. Huh. You know, something feels very familiar about this game. I just can't place my finger on it.
I think this is Mario Kart!
Some crazy person replaced Mario and Friends with my favorite square under the sea and stuffed it in a cartridge and charged $40 for it. Now that's bold. It looks like some sap suckered Dobby into buying this. Well, he knows my love for retro games and SpongeBob, so his heart's in the right place. And it would be rude for me to not play this, so let's go ahead and give this a shot. Funny enough, despite owning the original Mario Kart on many platforms, I've never even touched the thing. To be honest, I'd much rather play it on the Nintendo 64. I have no problem with the flatness, I suppose. I've just heard how absolutely challenging it is. And no, this is no picnic. I can't tell you if the modder changed any of the track layout, but oh my god, is the design of the track hard as hell. Even the CPUs are struggling. I'll even sometimes get flinged off the map and it'll take hours for Mrs. Puff to come save me. I'm here, Mrs. Puff, help! Whoever thought of the water too? I'm gonna word a very strong letter because this is the worst thing in any video game. Half of these tracks are impossible. You can't even tell if an obstacle is coming up because guess what? It's on the floor. You can't see it ahead of time. You just ram into it and lose all momentum. Also, I've never felt the need to add a warning for epilepsy in my episodes till right now. Good God. I played this on the big screen and needed to squint my eyes to protect myself from the barrage of changing pixels. There's no way this was the default texture in the Mario game. This makes my brain hurt. There's even a map where the floor is the same color as the background? Why? I hate this! I messed up plenty of times from the look of the track alone, and there's also random holes everywhere for you to fall through. This is a mess! I don't know if I should blame the original Mario Kart or this version, but I wanted to pull out my hair from the amount of times I got hit. Normally, it wasn't even from items, it was just bumping into characters, which makes it 100% more frustrating if you're in the back. As far as SpongeBob changes go, there's a small handful, some background elements, all the racers, which was amazing seeing them in action. Turning for most of them gave me a chuckle. SpongeBob turns his head 90 degrees, and for SpongeBob, that's strange. Squidward turns up his arms like turn signals. I freaking love that one. A lot of the items changed, like stars are now spatulas, shells are now magic conches, there's arrows for jumps and turbos, and as far as enemies go, thwomps are now anchors. These guys upset me so much. And jellyfish, I don't know what they replaced, but I hate them. You run into one and it won't fall off unless you take damage or fall in some water. Your speed reduces too, so falling in water is a mandatory. I've never once said, oh, I've hit an enemy, crap, now let me receive some damage. In like any video game. As far as similarities go, that's about it. I can tell what themes they're going for, like Jellyfish Fields or the Dutchman's Ship, but I feel like they could do a lot more to drive home the idea that this is Bikini Bottom. go all the way, you know?
Man, this game's all sorts of messy. But I can't tell Dobby that. That would break his heart. I don't know, maybe I just need to beat the game in order to get some substance out of it.
That's way easier said than done. I've been playing for an hour now, and all I'm trying to do is beat one course. I feel like that's not too much to ask for, but the CPUs are destroying me. They rubber band so hardcore. Not to mention, the level design is not doing me any favors. Thankfully, they do give me some retries. If I didn't have this, there was no way I'd be able to beat this game. Alright, I beat 4 tracks, let's go. Oh, there's 5. Okay, cool. The jellyfish here are very hard to avoid. It took me a few tries and a few different characters, but I did finally beat it.
Oh, okay, I finally beat it. This better have been worth all the effort. Was that David Hasselhoff dropping off Gary a trophy as Gary drank a bottle of champagne and then David Hasselhoff flew off into the distance like a balloon? Dobby, this is the best gift I've ever had.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Dobby, for the awesome birthday gift. That's the coolest thing ever. You're the best Dobby a man can ask for. I was very surprised I was able to rush out this episode today. The last episode that I made, took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be, but thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another episode. Goodbye!